Hey there, Cancer. I'm going to do a reading for you for 2023. Let's get started. So I've done all the other signs. No, I haven't. I've done like 5 signs. I'm going to be doing, though, all the signs in the next day or so and get to them all. And right now I'm on Cancer. So I'm going to basically look at and give you a roadmap for 2023. And, okay. And, just look at basically 4 quadrants of your life. I'm going to look at your overall situation with your health, with money, your finances, with your work situation, and with your relationships, and give you the best preparation I can to help you to navigate this coming year and make it a fun and awesome year for you. And I know it will be. So let's get started. Quick reminder before I do that, though. Let's not get started. Before I do that, what am I talking about? I do monthly readings. If you didn't know that, if you don't know my channel, I do monthly readings for all the signs of the zodiac. So be sure and subscribe. Be sure you subscribe so you can join in. I also do live sessions all the time, and I do private readings. If you want a private reading, you can contact me right there. And there's a coupon code for 15% off, good till December 31st. So those are some different ways you can have some magic into your life. Let's get started. So let's begin, Cancer, with looking at let's start with your health. It's usually where I've been starting. Yikes. And let me this down a little. All right, so your health, your general energy that you're receiving. And I'm not saying that every Cancer is going to have this same health pattern. I'm saying that you're all going to be interacting, though, with this same energy. And for that, what I'm seeing, right there, King of Cups. King of Cups is a very emotional card, but he's in charge of his emotions. He's on the ball with his emotions. He's choosing the emotions that he confronts and he faces in his life. So as an emotion card, though, relating to health, it means that basically you are not going to, it's going to be somewhat of an extreme year. So if you're not taking care of your health, if you've kind of been neglecting it, you're going to maybe be a little excited about that, because maybe you're going to have some situations going to make you kind of wake up and say, hey, I need to take my health a little more seriously. If you have been taking care of your health, which I hope you have, then you're probably going to be enjoying it a lot, because the Cups cards are about when they're at their height, when they're full and wonderful, they're about enjoying life and enjoying all the pleasant emotions of life, and that comes with having a good health pattern. So consider now, are you enjoying your health? And if not, you still have a month left before the year begins. So start getting your schoolhouse in order, or whatever the expression is, your ducks in order, so that you can have a wonderful year next year, because it's going to be an extreme year. And if you neglect your health, I think you're going to regret it, because you're going to have to I'm not saying it's going to be a horribly healthy year. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that it can be a wonderful year if you start to prepare for it and you take your health seriously. So consider, what do you need to do right now for your health to ensure you have the healthiest year next year. And I think if you do, you'll be at the height of your emotions and have a very positive year. It could be eating well, it could be exercise, it could be whatever. Think about it. All right, moving on. So that's for health. King of Cups. Let's look next at your finances. I'm seeing the overall energy coming to you via your finances. And again, this doesn't mean that you're doomed or that you're guaranteed to have riches. It just means the energy that you're going to be dealing with. So for your next year, Cancer, I'm seeing. It's funny, I when I do these readings, I feel a different energy from the people that I know are going to be watching it and the people that are watching it live. So that with Cancers, I feel more, just generally a more high energy state of things. The Cancers, they like to act, I think. They like to get out and do things. So let's see what we have in terms of your finances, Cancer. I'm seeing right. Financial. Oh, this is interesting. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is in terms of finance is it's not always a practical card. It's a dreamy card, and I think you are a person that dreams and thinks about finances in extremes. You don't want to just be satisfactorily comfortable with your money. You want to be wealthy. You want to be extravagant and have plenty to spend. You don't want to have to even think about money. So I think with cancers, though, a lot of times this wand card will come up with cancers, or also cups too. They do tend to think in very extreme ways about money. So I think that can be tempered, though, because this ace card means that you're beginning to have this new dream about something that you can acquire, something that you can, some level of financial freedom that you haven't known in the past. That's what you're dreaming about. But to get there, you have to kind of ground yourself a little. And a wand card is not always the best card for grounding yourself. It's it's fire oriented, which is fiery and high energy and creative, but not very practical. So I think this is a good card for dreaming, for motivating you. It's a very good motivation card, and I think it will spur you on. But I think if you really want to make some financial inroads next year, you're gonna have to think more like a Pentacles card and have something more practical, or use a sword and use more of a strategy than just dreaming. Because dreams will motivate us, but they won't get us there always. Sometimes we need to be a little more practical. And I think this is a wonderful starting place, though. Like all wands cards, it's the beginning of something. It's the emerging of something. And as a wand, all ace cards. And as a wand card, though, it's kind of bursting forth without you even having to try about it. This dream is going to come to you. You're not going to really seek it out. It's going to just land in your lap, and you're going to be like, oh, that's wonderful. I want to have more money so that I can do that. Maybe it's a vacation, a house, a new car. I don't know what it is. You're the one having the dream, so you tell me. But I think it can spur you on. You just need to find some practical advice, and maybe you can do that by talking with people that you know that have made whatever it is that you need to do. If you're trying to invest more, if you're trying to have a higher income, talk with people about the best way to do that. Or if you don't know people in that situation, find books, find resources online, videos, whatever. There's a lot of good material out there. You just gotta skim through it and find something solid. And my advice would be to lean towards the more practical. Don't get speculative this year. This wand card tends to be speculative, wants to invest in very these edge technologies of investing, but I would caution against that and think more practical and time-tested methods of investing. All right, so that's your finances. Let's take a look at your job situation, not Gemini, Cancer. And I always mention this, that when I say job situation, I'm not saying just a job, a work, a job. This could be anything that you're involved with, that you regularly fill your time with each day, that you think is worthy of your time. And it's not for anyone else to judge how you're using this time. But I think everybody wants to have do something that is influencing the world, enjoyable for themselves, and satisfying in a way that they find meaningful. So let's look at what you can expect for that, Cancer, in 2023. I am seeing by the way, I'm doing this at a totally different time from when I usually do it, just to see who's online. As I've mentioned before, I'm in Malaysia right now, so I know this time doesn't line up with a lot of people, but c'est la vie. I just wanted to see who's out there. And maybe no one, but that's okay. That's why I record these, because you don't have to watch them live. Although I do lives all the time now, so if you want more, be sure to subscribe. And here we go. Looking at your work situation, Cancer in 2023. Nothing coming up yet. Okay, there we go. I'm seeing a 9 of Cups. This is pretty positive. This is a situation that you're overall going to be pretty satisfied with, I think. for the majority of the year, I think you can expect that you will be comfortable and you will find that your work situation is where you want to be right now. It feels right for you, or at least there'll be some level of emotional satisfaction. You'll be either bonding with coworkers or you just like what you do in a way that is meaningful. I think this is one of the most satisfying cards out there, so I think it's pretty positive overall. And if right now you're like looking at this and thinking, that is not my job, I hate my job, then, well, it's right now, it's December, so start thinking, because this could be very soon with you, and all you have to do is prepare for it and get there. And a lot of times it will just mean a small change, like maybe you don't like your office and you need to move to a different office, or just rearrange your workspace or something like that. Or maybe you just are not quite in the right position, you need to be promoted or something like that. So think about what you can do right now. Do you need to ask for a promotion? Do you need to start looking for a different job? Do you need to rearrange how you do your work? If you're self-employed or something, do you need to set up your work hours differently? Think about it, what you need to do, because it's very close and within your grasp. Cancer, I'm seeing that. All right, let's look finally at your relationships. And like work, when I talk about work, I'm not talking about just your romantic relationships. I'm talking about all your relationships. I'm talking about your friends, coworkers, family, pets, everything. Anyone you deal with on a regular or irregular basis. Strangers, what have you. People online like me. Whoever you interact with, that's what I'm looking at. What's going to be the overall energy, how it comes to you, and how you send it out, because there are no one-way streets in relationships. Everything is reciprocal. And all right, so I'm seeing two cards. Interesting, double knights. And this means that knights are all about you being the actor, you being the key initiator of sequences of energy. And two nights in a row, that's pretty amazing. And these are kind of fire and water, which is thinking about them as the elements, they kind of balance each other out or cancel each other out, which sometimes is a good thing, because too much knights is like putting too much of your emotions out there, and too much wands is like putting too many ideas and trying to convert others to your reality. And sometimes it's good to balance these a lot and not just have too much of one or the other. But I think you are going to be very much the one acting this year. This is in terms of cancers, you tend to be the ones. I mentioned this before. You tend to like being, making the situation happen, defining the rules of a situation and how things are with people. You like to be that rule definer and that action maker. So this is certainly in line with your core situation and values. I was just thinking though, with these two cards, this knight tends to be slightly more receptive. The Knight of Cups, with emotion. They put their emotions out there, but it's not going to be satisfying unless they get it back. So if you're not totally in a relationship or around people that you want to be around, you may not always reach what you want, but you're going to at least be trying. And with wands, this card will work with just about anything, whether people are listening or not. They'll be like the person on the street shouting on the corner that nobody's listening to. You don't have to be like that though. You can be more balanced. Put your ideas out there, put your emotions out there, but then also take a step back and see what's coming to you and what's working. I think that's the key with these knight cards, because if you're just out there relentlessly attacking, throwing your heart on in situations and on people, you got to kind of evaluate once in a while, see what's working. So that's my advice. Keep going out there, keep doing what you do, but take a step back every now and then and evaluate what's working. All right, so that's what I'm seeing for you, Cancer, in this coming year. Let me recap before we go on, or before we wrap up. So I'm seeing, I was seeing for your health, the King of Cups, and for this, I'm seeing that you tend to think of it in extremes, and your body is going to be aware of that and experiencing that. So if you're not totally happy with your health, you need to be serious about it and put your take it seriously, because otherwise you could experience some serious grief. I'm not saying you're gonna. I'm just saying that uh, your health is very serious and you should take it seriously. So get excited about it, because whatever will allow you to get excited about your health, whether that's taking a healthy cooking class, taking a group exercise class, doing something fun, meditating with a group of people, whatever it is that will make health exciting for you, do that this year, because you're a person who is motivated by your emotions, Cancer. And then for your finances, I was seeing the Ace of Wands, which is, I was saying, is not the most practical card for finances and handling debts, credit card debt, student loan debt, whatever, or investing for the future. But it's a good motivator. It's a dreaminess. You have the potential for dreaming about something that could motivate you to be more financially solid and might have more wealth in the future. So use this to motivate you, and then get some like financial guidance, either a good finance book, some way that you can invest. Talk to, if you have somebody at your work that's kind of in charge of handling like 401ks or whatever, or if you just want to look online for investment advice, there's plenty of websites for that. So do that and get some solid footing, rather than don't rely on lottery tickets. That's what I'm saying. All right, and then for your work situation, I was seeing the Nine of Cups, which is a pretty excellent work situation and overall satisfying. And if you don't see that at the moment, how you can be in that situation if you're not seeing emotional satisfaction for your current work situation, then start considering this instant what you can do so that by the end of this year, early next year, you can get in that situation. And because it's very close, it's possible, and it could mean a change of work. It could mean a change of just your immediate environment at work, or a different office, different group of coworkers, different group, whatever. But it's possible. It's there, and you just gotta aim for it. And then finally, for your, what was this, the fourth one? Oh, your relationships. I was seeing the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups, two Knight cards, which means that, yeah, be active in your relationships this year. Be the one who starts things, ask people out on dates, initiate things with group events at your work, wherever. Just be a social person this year, and bring positivity with emotions in the form of the Knights, and bring creativity. Like, do new things with new people. Maybe people that you like aren't close friends with, make them more close friends. Just think outside the box and try to be a large actor. Because the thing about Knights is they want to be kind of promoted to a king or a queen. And don't think you have to be man or woman. I'm saying that this is basically a person who is acting and trying to get to the level of king or queen, so that they will automatically have people follow them and respect them. And you're kind of trying to do that here, and you can be effective if you do it right. So I encourage you to do that and get out there, Cancer, in 2023. So that's my reading. If you want more, be sure to subscribe, because I'll tell you all about your month every month. And I can't remember if I mentioned this one. I think I probably did, but mention it again. I do private readings. If you want a private reading with very specific answers to your specific situation, your specific problems, what it is you're facing, I'll give you some magical tips, some really practical and sensible advice. I'll be very honest. I'm always honest, but I want to help you, and I know I can help you wherever you're at. If you want a consultation, just go on superpure.com/Adam Savage and use this coupon code between now and December 31st for 15% off. And I'll probably do more coupons in the future, but I talk about them on this channel, so you got to be subscribed. All right, thank you very much for watching this one, and I'm gonna close this down, but I'll be right back. Yeah, why not? I'll be back in a few minutes with a reading for the next sign of the tarot, which I don't know where I'm at, wherever I'm at, whatever the next sign of the tarot is. So if you want more, stick around, and hope to see you there. Take care.